Is he going to get fired? Definitely no questions asked, or is Dean Spanos going to pull a fast one on us and say, I'm going to think about this a little longer?
End of the day, Norv Turner will no longer be a Charger.
How about A.J. Smith?
A.J. Smith will no longer be a Charger at the end of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
And why A.J. Smith?
Because I think you have to look at the sum total of his work here as a Chargers GM. Early on, some magnificent moves, negotiating that Eli Manning trade, which brought us Phillip Rivers and Nate Kading and Sean Merriman. But the last couple of years, some really questionable moves. And also the way he dealt with agents, and he dealt with pending free agents on this team. And I'm not saying that you have to be everybody's friend, but you can't really come into the room already with a scowl on your face when dealing with some of these agents.
Okay, who's the new coach going to be? You're the expert.
You've got me by the tail on that one.
Oh, come on. You know who it is. You're the smartest guy in the world when it comes to sports and
Tell that to my wife.
No, you are. I'll tell your wife. Give me her number. I'll call her and say, you know that Mike is the smartest guy in the world?
Yeah.
When it comes to the Chargers. Okay?
Andy Reid is a name that's being thrown about. John Gruden has come out today and made it official. He will entertain offers from teams who have coaching vacancies. There's just a myriad of people who could fit into this job. Rex Ryan is not coming to San Diego. He got the vote of confidence from his owner this morning saying he'll be back as the head coach in New York. So right now, Paul, your guess is as good as mine.
How about Tony Dungy, who's making like $6 billion a year as a Fox sportscaster?
That's another guy.
CBS sportscaster.
Well, he's with NBC.
NBC, that's right.
Sunday Night Football. He'll eventually get to it.
Yeah, I'll get
But what you said, he's making a ton of money. He's doing a great job. He's working, 21 weeks out of the year?
Who wants the hassle?
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't think Tony Dungy will be coming out of the broadcast booth.
Is there anybody dark horse that you think might suddenly show up?
Yeah, people are mentioning names like Nick Saban.
Wait, we had a voice in the audience out there. Show of hands. Someone said Marty Schottenheimer.
Never,
we'll have that person taken outside and strung up on a yard arm as soon as the show's over.
Never, ever will Marty Schottenheimer
We need him right now.
Marty will never coach here in San Diego again.
Okay, so what's going to happen to the Chargers over the offseason going into next year? We always say wait till next year.
Sure.
What's going to happen now?
The first area of concern is obviously restricted free agents and offensive line. You have to shore up the offensive line because that led to the downfall, to a drop-off in Phillip Rivers' production. Basically no running game this year. We saw what happened to Ryan Matthews. Mm-hmm. So either through the draft or free agency, you have to make that offensive line better right now.
Do we get rid of someone like, pardon me, Jared Gaither, who was supposed to be on the blind side for Rivers and wasn't protecting because he never showed up because he always had some kind of a sore ankle or a bent knee or something like that? I'm sorry. I hate to make fun of him. He was making a lot of money, but he never showed up because he always said he was sick.
I think they'll cut ties with Jared Gaither. There's some other guys like Quentin Jammer, who's been here for so long, who we might have to say goodbye to. And Sean Phillips is another player. If he wants to take a lesser deal, a watered-down deal to stay in San Diego, he's a guy who could probably go on the free market and get a lot more money. I don't think the Chargers are going to offer it to him, though.
The bright spot near the end of the season was this young fella named Denarius Alexander, who all of a sudden Rivers could hit all over the place. And is he going to stay with us, you think?
He absolutely will be back as a Charger. And this is a guy doing it with a knee brace on his knee the size of a small car who still was so productive. Is he going to make us forget about Vincent Jackson? Probably not, but he comes very close to complimenting Malcolm Floyd on the other side as far as having dual threat at the wide receiver position.
So there's a chance we'll have a winning team next year, Mike.
Paul, I hope so, because today is depressing.
There's laughter in the audience right now.
Today is depressing.
Yeah, it's the end of the year, but just wait till 2013.
Thank you.
Mike Costa, thank you very much.
Yep.